What's up, good people? This is Alan with Kingly Conversations. Once again, man, just coming back again for another week, just to bring you some interesting topics. And just to be honest with y'all, we don't run short of material at all. I mean, even right now, I'm looking at our show notes. We've got like 50 episodes already planned out. So if you thought we were in this for the short run, no, we're in this for the long run, my G. So
they say fast horses don't run long.
Well, if you're in a Kentucky Derby, you ain't got to run long.
Well, we in a long run, so.
What do long run horses even get?
That's a good question.
Exactly, nothing.
Well, we gonna get something. Come on,
a thing. They get to be ridden on.
I'm gonna translate it. Cross country.
Oh my Lord.
Hey, going cross country, I love it.
So of course you can find us.
Recorded?
No, I'm still talking about, man.
Gotta double check.
I saw you saw me stop the music and what you saw me doing. But, of course, we are available anywhere. Just Google Kingly Conversations, and you're going to find us. And we're going to come up on the entire first page. So just Google us. You can even Bing us. You can search us out on Yahoo. No matter where you go, you're going to find Kingly Conversations everywhere. And you know it's us because you know the logo by this point. You do know the logo that my man Zoe has on his shirt right there. So just search us out, and if you like the content, hey, give us a like, give us a heart. Make sure you share it with the people that you know and care about, so that they can experience the same thing you got to experience. So, without further ado, we're gonna get into this week's topic. Oh, y'all gotta introduce yourselves.
Oh yeah, what up? It's your boy Twine, also known as Twine. Alfredo, ask me about my podcast.
Fresh out of the sun.
Oh yeah, I've been sunbathing on the finest of beaches. Just got back, yesterday? What's today?
Today is Saturday.
Okay, yeah, I got back
Thursday, right?
Friday morning, at an undisclosed location. But it was amazing, and I'm glad to be back in the grind, back in the hustle.
Out there in them private islands.
Yeah, man.
Right. Tell me how where we do. It was.
No, don't tell me where it was.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to tell you that it was all inclusive. It was beautiful. It was amazing, and I can't wait to go back. Huh?
Who put y'all on to it?
Actually, Ashley is a travel agent, so she was able to get everything.
What's the name of her travel agents?
Just call me. Just call me. Hit us up.
Just hit us up.
Okay.
I'm serious. Call me, because if you need a hotel, you need a car, you need a plane flight. Y'all that's listening might be paying full price, but for what we paid for it, all inclusive, man, it was like pennies on a dollar, man. It was a beautiful thing. So if y'all looking to
36 cents.
if y'all looking to get out, man, hit me up, hit Ashley up, man, so we can get y'all going, man. It ain't even about a profit with us, because we gonna make it anyway. So
inbox them at King of the Conversations and ask them.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, matter of fact, speaking of that, we do have KinglyConversations.com. There's nothing there, but we do have KinglyConversations.com, and we have an email address.
Yeah.
That I don't remember what it is right now, folks. So maybe we'll get that on the next episode. I feel like it's 3 Kings. The word 3 Kings at KinglyConversations.com is the current email address that's on there.
Okay, we can also drop that on the social media, so they can get that information too.
That's nice.
I like it.
Email, yep. Mm-hmm.
I like it. Shout out to Ashley. What's up, boo?
Oh, it's your boy, it's your friend. That's what he said. Your mentor, Calvin D. Hill.
Please drop it. There it is.
All right, let's go to work. Go ahead, Closure.
Closure. I got a question for you, or for both of y'all. I'm gonna just go out there and say, is closure important? What do y'all think?
Go ahead, Cal.
What is closure?
Let's talk about
I
that
don't
then.
know.
What is closure?
I do not understand. I do, but I don't, because people say closure is like when you end a relationship and all that other stuff. I'm sorry, I don't understand that philosophy, because I haven't had a lot of outside intimate girlfriend, boyfriend. All that count? Yeah, no. But either way, if my relationship was over with you, you're dead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, put that out there, because I don't feel like. I mean, I don't.
You did.
Just cut people off. If I cut you off, that's extreme to me. If you're telling me something has closure, and like I said, that's why I asked what I asked from the get-go. I was like, what is closure? Like, what do y'all mean? Because when you say something's closed, that's dead. That's done. That's not coming back. Relationships come back. and if they're not dead, they're coming back.
Okay.
So more than likely they're dead if they're close to me. Hey man, hey man. I just feel like that.
Well, see, when you talk about closure, there's different levels to it. Like, if for me, in hearing what you're saying, it's more like an emotional closure.
Okay.
Like you're cutting someone off completely and they're dead to you is what I'm hearing you say. So that to me, like if you was in a relationship that was full of pain and full of anguish, then closure would be something like, you know what?
If it's
cutting
done,
this off
that's what I'm
and
saying.
done with it.
But I don't have relationships that I haven't closed then, if that's the definition.
Okay. So
You
I
see
have
what
a
I'm
question
saying?
for you.
Okay, go.
I'm about to dig deep.
Go ahead, dig, because that's what we're here for.
Do you believe that you have closure with your father?
No. God knows I can't. Well, I'm like that. I don't have closure. He's not dead yet. How can I have closure if he's not dead?
So why does somebody have to die to have closure?
Because as long as somebody's alive, you have a time to fix, mend, forgive, or move on. You will always have a relationship.
Call all of those things closure, though.
It was, see, and that's what I'm saying. So what is closure? Because to me, as long as you live, you have a chance to rekindle, mend, forgive, or do whatever else to a person. So to me, if that's done, you can't go back and say, okay, I forgive you, or I do this, or we can do. If you can't do that, then that's dead. It's done. But if you can, it's still an opportunity. It's life. You still have to make the best of it. If you can't, then that's on you. That's not closure, though.
Okay, so you are alive, correct?
Yeah.
And your father is.
Yeah.
I'm happy for all that. So what I'm hearing you say is you haven't had closure with him because he's still alive?
Yeah.
So I guess my question to you is it possible in your mind to have closure with someone that's not dead?
No, man, like I said, I don't feel like when somebody says closure, to me, it means an end. There's no coming back. There's no
So you're
anything.
saying the book is not closed?
Yeah, the book's not closed. Because that's why I asked. I don't know. Everybody's definition of closure is different. My definition of closure is once you are gone, that relationship is done. As long as you breathe, I have an opportunity to rekindle, change, forgive, or whatever else, any relationship in my life. Mm-hmm. If that's not there, how can I? That's that to me. And I don't, again, might be a different point of view, different perspective, but now, do I deal with these people the same? Do I deal with my dad? Absolutely not. Don't see him.
So
but that's not closure. To me, that's not closure.
Okay, I understand that it's not closure, but if you're saying that you don't deal with them, I'm just putting in a general.
That means
like
our
if
relationship
you're not
isn't
willing
good.
to deal with it, then how are you supposed to do all those other things you said you were supposed to be able to do while that person is still here?
And I'm saying I can't do it because I don't like dealing with them.
Okay.
I don't see why people feel like that's such a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Or to me, it's being honest. Sometimes you just gotta be honest with yourself. Some people in your life, yeah, they're alive, yeah, whatever, but you cannot deal with them.
Okay.
Don't deal with them.
And I agree with you.
Don't deal with them.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
And like for closure for me, it's not about them having the understanding
right.
of what's going on.
Okay.
It's about me and what I need for closure.
Okay.
So if for me, the closure is letting somebody go, even if I don't have a conversation with them, it's not for them, it's for me. Like I'm not gonna lose sleep because in my mind I've had the closure that I needed. I understand why things are not going to work out. So for me, closure is not necessarily somebody dying. For me, it's just like you said, you don't have to deal with that person or that situation.
The end of it. For you, that's the end of it.
No, it's not. It can't be the end of it. Like for me, I can still have closure with someone and still continue to be, like you said, you treat them a certain way, or you deal with them in a certain way, but it's not going to be that openness that we had before.
Right.
So therefore,
But
it's not dead. It's still there because I'm obligated to have communications with certain things. But if that closure means that I'm not going to talk to you as often, but if you need to contact me and need something in regards of an emergency or something like that, and and it's within my means, then that to me, I still will be able to do that with the closure portion.
With the closure?
With the closure portion.
I don't think I have that. I don't think I have that.
Correction.
If I have a...
You know you don't have that. Come on, man.
You don't care. But at the same time, look, I'm being honest, man. I'm just being transparent.
No.
But my sister-in-law told me one time, she said, Cal, you don't have no compassion. And I told her, you absolutely right. It got broke somewhere.
But
and now,
you know what? you know exactly where that came from.
Where it come from? Tell them where it came from, because people don't believe me.
It's been inherited.
You think it's it? No, I don't think he was gonna say that. Where it come from, Alan? Where it come from?
You know who it came from.
Where it come from?
Go ahead, like
No, but you gotta say, you gotta make it plain, because
It comes from the same person that you don't want to be around.
Okay, so if that to me, okay, so that leaves what you would call it closure, or that's not closure to me, because that's unresolved. That I just deal with it differently.
Okay, so you just said somebody told you that you didn't have no compassion, right?
Right.
So then you led the conversation to where it came from.
Right.
So now you're talking about closure. What is the connection?
No, I'm asking, like, what is closure? How would
you know
that
what a closure
be?
is?
How would that be closure? To me, it's not closure.
Because you're
unresolved.
right. That is not closure.
Okay, so what would be closure?
Closure would be
there
you and the individual sitting down and having a conversation and having an understanding and walking away.
Whether, not saying it's going to be better after that, but
Right.
at least an understanding and walking away.
So that would be closure.
That's most people's definition.
That's okay, and that's all right. See, that answered my original question.
Okay.
So that would be closure.
Well,
for two people, because listen,
it would be closure for one of y'all.
One of y'all. So if you
Closure-
need
see,
yeah.
but that wouldn't solve my.
Closure comes from the
it's
person
not
who
about
feels
it's
like
not
they're
about
weak.
solving anything at that point. Closure is getting to a point where you're okay with it, and it doesn't and it doesn't affect you. Like if it didn't affect you, and say that the habits that you have had because of where it came from, would be broken.
All right, so give me an example of, how do you put it?
Of something that you would let go.
Yeah,
because
give
of
me
the
some.
closure,
Yeah, because of
you having compassion.
Okay, so having compassion for other people would be
probably
a result
stemming
of
from that closure that you
think
need.
So? Let me test it. I'm gonna test that out.
I don't know. I'm not a therapist.
Well,
we just having a conversation.
I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test it
because I believe that there's a lot of things that you hold on to because of that.
Okay, so
in closure that may or may not. I don't know because I'm not licensed. But maybe
hey, you gotta put it out there. You gotta say it.
I'm not licensed, so don't. This is just my opinionated. This is just my opinion at this point.
So to help people
my
like me,
perspective.
to help people like me that have bad relationships with their fathers, because many people do, right? Can we agree there?
That's what I hear.
Okay, so yeah, that's what we hear. That's a good way to put it. So how do people like me go about getting closure for that situation? Bad relationship with dads, don't get along, because my philosophy is you go your way, I go my way.
Okay,
and when it happened, or whatever happened, you die, I die. Okay, it is what it is. That to me, it's the end of the relationship. So no matter what happened, as long as we live, you have an opportunity.
You do that with associates, don't you? Not family. Don't you go nowhere.
You can do it with family too.
You can do it with family.
You can do it with family too.
I'm just joking. I'm just being. I'm playing advocate right now.
It is certainly. It is. I mean, because I'm not one of those people that feels like simply because somebody is family, you have to maintain.
Yeah,
a relationship.
man. I don't.
My thing is, you maintain relationships with people you want to maintain relationships with.
Yeah.
Blood or otherwise.
But see, that's the thing, though. I get what y'all saying, and believe me, I understand the whole family part because there's some family members that I don't fully communicate with on a continuous basis. However, in my mind, I have closure.
Okay.
Nothing that they did or nothing that they do affects me in any form or fashion.
See, so I have to say I don't have closure because what they do would affect me.
Exactly, and that's why you don't have closure. I understand.
That to me should be that way.
But you have to find first of all.
But to me, I'll find it. I think everybody dead and gone, man. I ain't gonna stress it. I ain't gonna stress that all day.
So you're going to maintain this.
Hey, because I ain't got stuff going on.
This perspective until that moment.
Yeah, I guess. Y'all will be there. Look, y'all will be there. Hey, because I don't drag stuff on, and I don't cause a lot of. I don't call. I just say, hey, all right, you have the issue. All right, you do you. I'm going my way. I got a whole life to live. I got stuff to do.
However,
I don't have time.
However, comma.
Okay.
We say you have the issue, but there are always two people involved in every issue.
Right. So I say it just like everybody else. You got a problem. You got a problem. It ain't me.
So it's like,
hey man,
you got a problem. It ain't me.
It ain't me.
Okay.
It ain't me.
Okay.
I ain't gonna. I used to. Now back in the day, I used to say, okay, I have an issue. I got a problem. Or I might have did this, that, and the third. I don't say that no more, man. I'm sorry. Especially with that situation. No, I don't. Nope.
Oh, okay. So,
nope. Because I'm at a place now. When I accept responsibility for something, I accept it. If you don't accept your part, that's on you.
And it should be that way.
I'll accept my part until.
Hey man, what's wrong with your eyes?
Hey, because that's what that situation is to me.
Okay.
To me, it was for years, and thank God I have a beautiful wife who has witnessed all of it. Mm-hmm. I'll take the low road. I'll take the low road. I'll be the bad guy.
Okay. Getting back on topic.
Closure.
Of closure. I think you have to, perspective-wise, you have to have a need for closure.
Well, yeah, that would be true. I mean, you'd have to be a person who needs closure.
Because if you don't have a need for closure,
you get me. You get
this right here.
You don't always get this.
You don't get this though. I think
you don't always get this because right. I don't feel like in at least in 90% of my life, I don't feel like I need closure of any. I don't feel like anybody owes me closure, right? Because just because somebody comes to me looking for closure doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you either. So if it's not something I want to talk about or want to deal with, then guess what? It just ain't going to get talked about and dealt with.
But see, again, I think my perspective of what closure is, because most of the time somebody uses closure, to me, it's talking about a relationship, a man and a woman, or somebody that walked out of a relationship before they understood or knew why they left. You see what I'm saying? That to me is when somebody's looking for closure. I'm looking for an answer. Why did you divorce me?
Because you was trash.
I mean, okay. So then that person come to you and say, no. Then that person come to you and say, hey, why did this happen?
Because you was trash.
Time out.
I mean, that's a full sentence.
Time out.
That goes back to what he said.
But that goes back to what I was saying.
Me for closure don't mean you're going to get it.
Okay, but if you saying they trash, okay, they trash.
Yeah.
What's your... It's take two, right?
I was trash too.
Oh, all right. Well, then.
I was, like you said, respect.
There you go.
But see,
there you go.
But that's you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be honest with yourself. You can't go out here thinking that you up here and you really down here.
Right. Roses really smell like boo boo.
Yeah, it's not the case. And when you get to that point where you're real with yourself and you're honest with yourself, that's when you can get to a point where you can accept the fact of closure and what it entails.
Yeah.
And this is just,
But
this is just
I
perspective.
think everybody,
This is
everybody's perspective of the one, like you said, the need for closure is different. To me,
You don't need it,
I
and that's cool. That's you.
don't, not yet. I say yet.
Like you said, when somebody passes away, then you'll get it.
Yeah, that's done deal.
But to
Ain't
me,
nothing you can't change it now.
But you can't change it. But like you said, like how do you deal with the fact of if someone does or something does, even if it's a business, like it's more than just emotional. But I'm gonna just say this on a personal relationship first, and then we can get into like the business side of closure. So to me, getting closure from a dead person is not really getting closure because you can't have that conversation and you can't resolve anything.
Right.
So is that what you?
I'm saying it's done.
So you don't.
It's
so at this
done.
point, you from
But
what I'm
'cause-
hearing
okay,
is
two-
like closure
okay,
is
two-
not something that you would want or need because that's not closure to me.
Because two, I say it this way too, because I don't understand the perspective because I haven't had people that mean something to me die yet. Ooh, that's tough. That's real. I haven't had that yet, and it's coming. I know it's coming. So that's why I kind of try to leave the space for the opportunities. You see what I'm saying? If I don't want to say anything's closed until it's done. Everything's open until the day somebody dies to me. Anything can happen. Anybody can change. So once that day come, then that's it.
Okay.
I don't. Everybody I care about is still here. Yeah, I love my grandma and my aunts, but they weren't, just being real, they weren't that close to me. I don't know how else to put that. When y'all go, kids, my wife, mom, dad, a few other people in the world, they know who they are, a couple of family members, stuff like that. When they go, I might think differently.
It might affect you a
It
little
might
bit.
affect me differently.
Right.
But today, nah, man, people are still here, man. Tell them you love them. Try to. If they don't, and then this is the other crazy part. The reason I don't feel like I need closure in that is because of everything I know I've done and haven't received it back. So it's not on me; it's on you. That's your business. If I'm gonna get real. I'm gonna get real. If I text you, I love you. You don't either give me a response or you say thank you. What does that say to me?
That you don't text.
You need closure for that? You need an answer or a response for that? Hey man, I'm like this.
So
I am like this. If I invite you,
Maybe they didn't get. Do they have an iPhone?
Okay, let's get ugly. Angie put together a birthday party for me. Best birthday party I ever had in my life.
It was pretty dope.
Yo, I
dope.
loved it. The reason I loved it so much because she did what I asked her to do. To the T, she did it. Other than that place, it was a surprise. I didn't know what she was doing. But she asked everybody in that room personally to come, except for one person. Didn't show up intentionally.
So that person was asked?
Asked deliberately.
Okay.
Asked just the same message everybody else got.
Oh, it was a message? Oh, they don't text.
It don't matter because then my mama sat there and told him.
Okay.
So who?
I'm just trying to help. Like they don't text. That's all I got. They don't text.
Hey, how you doing?
Why is he knocking on the table?
Because
it's good for sound effects. We don't have the button for that.
We don't.
But
I have to put that in.
But you get my point. I don't need closure for that. What I need closure for?
Okay.
what I'm gonna say to it? You said everything. You told me everything.
Yeah.
So what I need to do?
Well, in
Good
that
job.
case,
Keep living.
in that case, the only way that's going to get resolved if both sides swallow their pride, and it's like two bulls fighting at this point.
Ain't no fight, bro.
You don't think it is?
There's no fight.
By you not responding, and him not responding, and him like You don't think he know? Well, we know. He knows.
You know.
I know that he knows that you know that certain buttons can be pressed. You know what pushes people. You know how to do the things that you do because he is someone who brought you into this world. He knows how you operate. So for him, it's like y'all both playing chess. It's not even a battle. Let's take the fighting out of it. Y'all playing chess.
Here's the thing: they playing the exact same game. Like they're not even playing chess good.
Not
it's like
even playing good.
The same person playing the same game.
The same thing.
The same like
it's genetics.
It is.
It's genetics.
Same person.
So that to
Bishop
me,
to Rook 3. Like that's every time. That's the only move.
So to me, it's not again. So that's why my baby called it disconnected.
The fact is both of them, and this is just perspective, will not be manipulated. I use the word. Go ahead and drop the bomb. Both of y'all will not have that, so therefore, neither one of you will give.
Well, I like it.
Well, not give, but it's like the tug rope type thing.
Well, I like it.
Okay, well if you like it,
if you like it,
baby, I love it. But
that's good, man. So anyway,
for some people, for some people, closure is not important.
Yeah,
and for some people, it is. Like some people would like be emotionally distraught if they did not have closure, and you have people who can sleep fine
but
without
I think
the closure.
that's in intimate relationships, though.
I mean, it can be. It can be in all types of relationships. My thing is,
What
just
about
because,
business?
Yeah,
Go ahead, finish your thoughts.
My thing is just because you need closure does not mean you're ever going to get it. Like the other person is not obligated to give you what you want,
Right?
Because obviously, if you need closure, they didn't give you what you wanted in the first place.
I think closure is letting go is a part of closure.
Now, in business, I think there is, in some respects,
You write a dissolve.
well, in some respects, I think it's in some respects different, depending on what happens. I think if you, like, say for an example, not saying this would happen, but let's say if we decided to form an investment trio, the Trinity of Investors, and no,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
and one of us, probably Calvin, ran off with all the money.
No.
I think you owe your partners. You owe your partners like, hey, what did you do? Because I'm gonna find you wherever you went. I need an explanation for why you ran off with $50 million.
Right. But that to me, you would put a plan,
And it will be closure when I see you. We will be patting you on the face with a shovel, my guy.
That's gonna be some furniture moving.
No, but you in a business
Be
plan,
putting
you
grass
put that
seed
in.
down.
You put that in on your business plan.
That doesn't mean, but that doesn't mean
This happened.
is
This
some
happened.
people steal.
Yeah, they still steal.
Yeah.
Now, so that's the reason why I think that it's, in some respects, and some people may not feel that way, really, because you may still feel like your partners don't owe you, but you came in and signed an agreement to do X, Y, and Z for X, Y, and Z. And I just feel like if you're not upholding that agreement, then get out before you need a reason why.
Right.
Just say, hey, listen, let me go. I'm gonna dissolve my portion.
Right, and then go.
and then go. Don't be one of those stories you see on American Greed or whatever.
Right.
I like it.
But that's just me. What do I know? Nothing.
Well.